It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score.
It's Week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. Just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Larson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
The pickup there, and it's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing...
There he goes, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Now back to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you bring some doubt in their minds.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away their timing. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
And he's spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
51 yards on the punt there. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice hit.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Derek Brown in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 and about the 21-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back to throw again. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do come up with their first points in the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. L.A. set to take over again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Larson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He lets one go deep for Addison. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now a give right side. It's Larson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Larson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Larson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Larson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd down and 6 now. They're going to look to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man here is Gentry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! From 13 yards out. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Trevor Lawrence, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Titans trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Larson, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Larson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Larson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Larson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Rice. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 4-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Larson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And it's fielded at the 34. Oh, nice move. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete to Addison. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to throw again. He's got it to Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers 5-yard line.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tui Pelotu in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Larson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 2nd down now, it's Larson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll run on first down. Larson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Larson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Larson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
KC's offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Now back to throw. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Larson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 105 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Larson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Los Angeles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Right back to Achane on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run. Achane. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
No.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Shoves him away. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer with an amazing diving catch. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Miles Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
At the Dolphins' 6-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
On 2nd down, here's Allen.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Allen again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 17.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, a run by Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
14-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trey McBride, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
An inside give to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9.
To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carroll. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Allen gonna throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carroll.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He finds his man complete. That's Franklin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not no much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's defense, too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw, it's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Brock Purdy, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Trevor Lawrence, a touchdown pass in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we've hardly ever seen anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Allen.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer. He's still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And
He has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Again, it's Jones.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, it's Jones.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 31.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Bills.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Up the middle, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
24.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again.
Delivers on the crosser to McBride.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Achane.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Now Allen.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on the scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A give to Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Looking to throw. Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Miles Murphy
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second and inches.
The give is to Joe. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And that'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw again.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez.
And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't
feel right.
Exactly.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now out come the Bills. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bills, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Madden NFL 24. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Eagles and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.